before we start our yoga poses. Jay?
Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
Well, hello, greetings and salutations, and I see some of my yoga students out there, so hey y'all, hey. Thank you guys for having me here at the 10th annual Yoga Day celebration here in St. Kitts and Nevis. Welcome to all of you guys here, distinguished guests. Thank you. Look around, look at all these people out here that came out for International Yoga Day this year. Look around. Look around. All these people, like-minded people that came out today. That's something to celebrate. Okay? Because either you guys want to know what yoga is or you already know what yoga is. Okay? So just a little bit about me. I was over 40 years old before I even thought about walking into a yoga studio. Like most people, I had seen yoga poses on Instagram, on social media, and I thought I could do that. I couldn't do none of that. Okay? My body didn't move that way. It took years of practice to be able to do some of the balance poses. But one day, I walked into a yoga studio and this beautiful young African-American lady put me in a back bend on my very first class. I said, girl, if I can't walk after this, when I can't walk again, I'm gonna kick your tail. Because I was one of those people that had been in several different car accidents. I was on disability at one point. I couldn't walk at one point. I had to resign from my job that I had worked in for over 6 years because of my back issues. And when she put me in this yoga pose on my very first class, what I knew instantly is that I could trust my body. I could trust my mind to make my body move in the way that I wanted it to move. And I knew I wanted to feel that way for the rest of my life, and I wanted to share it with other people. But even though I was doing asanas and I thought I was pretty good, I wasn't good at all. But even though I was doing those asanas, I still did not know what yoga was. See, all I knew were poses. So I decided to go to school and become a registered yoga teacher so I could actually teach what yoga is. And I like to say yoga is a state of mind. Yoga is a lifestyle. And in this lifestyle, yoga gives us several guidelines or yamas in order to encourage this lifestyle. So very briefly, I want to talk about these yamas with you. The first yama is ahimsa, do no harm. Now that sounds pretty simple, right? We're not going to harm others and we're not going to harm ourselves. We're going to let go of things that irritate us. We're going to let go of anger, and we allow peace and forgiveness into our lives. We don't harm ourselves with words or actions, and we definitely don't send that energy out to others. The second one, satya, truthfulness. Now right here, we have to be careful, y'all, okay? Because we have to ask ourselves, is what I'm saying the truth, or is it just my opinion, right? And many times, satya, truthfulness, is found in silence. The next one, asteya, non-stealing. We know that the universe conspires to give us all that we need, so we don't have to want what anyone else has. We're gonna get it. Not only tangible things like money or clothing, but we don't steal the intangibles like ideas, energy, freedoms. And we also don't take those things from ourselves. And once we learn what yoga is, we create those boundaries that we no longer let people take those things from us. People don't steal our freedom, our joys, our happiness. The next yama, the next guideline, is energy moderation. Many people see this as celibacy, but we can go a step farther and say that this is not being urge-driven, not being moved by our senses. So, we say we're gonna go on a diet, we're gonna eat better, we're not gonna spend as much money, but we outside and we smell that fried chicken, baby, and we don't wanna cook today. And so we allow our urges, we allow our senses, And what we do is we spend money that we said we wasn't going to spend, to eat food that we said that we wasn't going to eat, because we were moved by our senses. Brahmacharya is our energy moderation. Brahmacharya demands a bit of discipline. And the last yama, the last guideline that yoga teaches us is aparigraha, non-greed, non-hoarding. It's a freedom from wanting more. If our lives, our minds, our homes, our rooms are filled with old junk, old energy, there is no room for anything new. No room for new attitudes, no room for new beliefs, no room for new friendships. So as we move through the asanas today, I want us to keep in mind, do no harm, truthfulness, non-stealing, energy moderation, and non-greed. I would like us to first practice this for ourselves and then for society. Thank you.
Woo! Yeah.